Hi, today we're going to talk about non-disclosure agreement template and we're going to understand how we can generate PDF file out of this particular template from Notion. So as you can see, this is an NDA agreement template which has been created in Notion, which has all the essential elements for NDAs. Okay, so this starts from here and it proceeds till the very end. Some of the elements inside this agreement template, like effective date, like the disclosing party name, the disclosing party address, receiving party name, all these fields have been put inside curly brackets, as you can see over here. Okay, these are the exact fields which we have also created in a database. So like effective date is a column in a database, the disclosing party name, disclosing party address, all these column are created as columns in a database. So we'll generate a PDF file from this database, reading every row of information from this database one by one, and we'll also look at how you can generate a single PDF file utilizing this exact same template from Notion. So we'll go with single PDF file and then we'll proceed further to see how we can generate multiple PDF files utilizing a database with the help of this template. For this, first of all, head over to exportmypdf.vercel.app. This is the exact site which we're going to use for the demonstration. Once you're in here, you can click on templates. Okay, we are going to duplicate this particular template and the database onto a Notion account, and then we will proceed further. Once you click on the templates, click here and just type out the name of the particular uh, template which you're going to use. In this case, it is non-disclosure agreement. Click on this and then click on download template. Okay, once you click on download template, it will open up both the template as well as database. If you're only seeing one particular link getting opened up, make sure this pop-up that appears over here is unblocked. Sometimes the pop-up blocks the opening of both the links. Make sure that is unblocked. Okay, so we have the database visible, we have the template visible. Let's first start with the template. Okay, so we will generate a PDF file from this template. For this, you will have either a duplicate option appearing over here like a duplicate icon, or you can click on start with this template. Okay, click on start with this template and it will proceed further to create a copy of this exact document onto your Notion account. So currently it is asking me to select my workspace, which is the accountant guy. So if you notice, I'm under the accountant guy workspace and this is where I want to create a copy of the document. Okay, I'll click on add to private. Once I click on that, you can see it automatically creates a copy of the entire template in my Notion account. I'll click on that once again and you can see the template appearing over here. Let me remove some of the stuff from the bottom which is not needed as it was added earlier. So this is the entire document that I have right now. So I'm going to generate a PDF file out of this document. For this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on share, I'll click on publish, and again I'll click on publish. This will make the page live. As you can see with the message, the page is live, and this is a must before you generate a PDF file out of it. Okay, the page must be made live and it must be shared as we just did it. Okay, now copy the link from the top of the particular Notion page, go back to export my PDF and click on create PDF for free. Okay, once you click on that, you will have options like this, like the page URL, the database URL, and all the other fields. Now copy the link of the particular template and put it over here. Okay, once you put it over here, you can click on load page and it will load the entire page for us, which we just added this page. Okay, and now it is showing me option to generate the PDF file. So now click on export PDF and automatically the NDA template is visible over here with a preview of how it will appear as a PDF file. You can see it is exactly a replica of what we had over here with all the formattings preserved. You have all the settings on the right side. You can go with portrait and landscape, whatever you wish to choose. Under more settings, you have even more options, like you can go with different paper size like A4 or whatever paper size suits you. Margins are set to default. Scalings also you can choose. Okay, you can go with default scaling or you can go with custom scaling. Sometimes there is a line which appears over here. If that's the case, you can choose a different scaling option and it will work. Okay, so play around with all the settings over here and you can get the desired output. Make sure this background graphics is turned on. Any tables or anything displayed over here will be visible, and headers and footers are unticked so that all the elements are cleanly visible. Okay, if you're on the free plan, you will have this watermark pop up over here, and if you upgrade to a paid plan, this watermark won't be visible. Click on save and let's save it on the desktop. So I'll just save it on the desktop and let's see how the template appears to be. So this is the NDA template and you can see everything is precisely the way it is meant to be, and it is neat and clean output that we expected. Okay, so we completed the use of single PDF file, generating a single PDF file. Now let's have a look at the database and we'll understand how we'll generate a PDF file for each of the rows of the database. So for this, what we need to do is we also need to create a duplicate of the database. So click on duplicate over here on the top right, and then you can get a copy of the database onto your Notion account. So let's wait for a few seconds. Click on add to private, and then it will create a duplicate of the database onto your Notion account. As you can see, click on the database, and now the database is visible over here. Okay, if you observe and scroll to the right side, there is this column generate PDF. Okay, let me quickly delete this. This column will be used to control which rows of the data will be generated as PDF. So we'll have a look later on about that. So meanwhile, once the database is ready, click on share, click on publish, and again click on publish. Okay, this will make the database live as we did for the template, and then you can proceed further with generating the PDF file. So what I will do next is I will copy the link of the database from the top. I will go back to export my PDF and put the link over here. We also need the page URL link. Okay, so I'll just grab the page URL link, and again I'll put it over here. After both the links, we need the API key. Okay, this API key will connect the database with ExportMyPDF. So for this, I'll need to click on get API key. This is private and confidential to your setup, and it won't be shared with anyone else. Okay, let me delete the previous key which I had created, and click on new integration. In your case, just type out a key name. So let's say this is NDA key, and choose your particular workspace. Click on save. Once you do that, click on integrations. Now you can see an NDA key coming up over here. Click on this, and you can find internal integration secret visible. Click on show, and the entire key is visible to you. Okay, so click on copy. This is the key which we need. Once you click on copy, paste that key over here, and we have one more step to be fulfilled. Go back to the database and click on these three dots, click on connections, and type out the name of the key, because we need to connect the database with the key. Okay, so click on this particular key, click on confirm. So now my database is also connected with that particular key which we just created, and now we are all set. Okay, so we have the page, we have the database, we have the key added. Click on load page first so that it loads the page for you, and then click on load database. Okay, so once you click on load database, you will see that it automatically adds that generate PDF column onto the database. So let's wait as it is adding. So you can see the generate PDF column has been added up over here. Okay, so I will explain what this exact column does. So if you notice, this column is used to control which of the rows of the database will be generated as PDF. Okay, currently nothing is ticked. So if you go to the export my PDF and click on load database, and then you need to define a file name. Okay, so basically in this database we have a lot of columns. So I want to generate the PDF file by the let's say let me select which column I want to use. So I want to generate the PDF file by the disclosing party name, let's say, or maybe the receiving party name. Okay, so I want to generate the PDF files by Beta Solutions, Urban Tech, Deep Blue. I want to generate the PDF file as per this. So I will select receiving party name from this drop down. So I'll just type out the name. You can see receiving party name coming up over here. Okay, now when I click on export PDF, you can see it is showing me an error. Okay, that no rows with generate PDF checked. I wanted to show you this error. The reason behind that is that if you go to the database, we don't have anything ticked over here. Okay, so make sure whichever rows of this database you want to generate as PDF, tick those rows. Okay, so I want to generate the PDF file for, let's say, alpha and greenfield. Okay, so basically beta and urban tech. So I will select these two rows, alpha and greenfield. I'll go back to export my PDF, click on load database once again so that it refreshes and reloads, and I will select the particular database column. So in my case it is receiving party name. So I will just type out receiving party name, and I will click on export PDF. So this time it generates the PDF, and you can see all the elements which were marked inside blue curly brackets have been replaced. So we have all the fields duly replaced for fetching the information from the database. And if you see here, the disclosing party is Greenfield Enterprises. So if you see the disclosing party, it is the same. Okay, then we have Urban Tech, which is the receiving party, and this is exactly the same. So basically what it did was it replaced all the values, and now it has mapped all the elements one by one. On the right side we have all the settings. You can play around with all the settings. I'm keeping it intact, and obviously we have this watermark which can be replaced if you are on a paid plan. Okay, so let me click on save, and I will save the file on desktop. You can see how it is automatically saving the file by the disclosing party name. Okay, so let me show you the name as well. So we have Urban Tech Corporation, so it is saving the file by that name. You can just remove this underscore, whatever you wish to have. Just go desktop and save the file, and let's wait for the second file. Again, this file has been mapped properly, and has been replaced properly. So we have all the elements being replaced. Let me save it on desktop, and thus it generated only two rows because we had only specified the very first two rows to be generated as PDF. So let's check. We have urban and we have beta. So let me open up this. So you can see how clean and neat it is, and all the elements that were inside those blue curly brackets were mapped properly and have been replaced from the database fetching the values. Okay, so this is how you can utilize multiple PDF file generation feature, and with the help of a database and a corresponding template file, you can create multiple PDF files out of that. Okay, this is very simple and easy to set up, and very quick and efficient as well. So this completes the demonstration for both multiple and single PDF. If you want to remove the watermark, click on this and upgrade to any paid plan, and it will automatically remove the watermark and give you clean documents for a use case. Okay, so besides this, I want to also highlight that I'm available to talk to you in this contact section. Go to the home page and click on this contact window and send me any message, whatever you wish to have to get in touch with me. And you can obviously go to my Twitter account and send me any DMs over there if you have any queries. Okay, I'll be happy to assist you on that. And I hope this entire demonstration was helpful to you. Just before wrapping up this video, I wanted to highlight that make sure the database is shared, the page is also shared, and the database must be connected with that API key which we created. Okay, that is the only process you need to follow, and this is the column which is used to control which of the rows of the database will be generated as PDF. Okay, thank you for watching this video. Have a great day. Bye bye.